What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be testing out the Rubi as a part of my Does It Suck series, but specifically testing the Rubi as a normal shooting weapon instead of just a melee accessory. Obviously, we know the Rubi is a great melee accessory, second only to the Grog Nozzle for healing potential, and if you don't have access to a Grog Nozzle, a slag-bladed Rubi is really your next best option. But in this video, we're going to be seeing how the weapon fares when you're firing at enemies and using it for kills and such. So I have a Zero here with a Legendary Killer class mod build, and we're going to be seeing if we can get either the Potent Rubi or the Binary Rubi to do well for us here. Now, the Binary Rubi obviously fires 2 bullets at once, however, it is, even with my points in precision, well, actually it's fairly accurate now that I have my points in precision. So, we'll see which one we end up going with here. We can obviously test them both. So, just getting started, we might as well get this guy slagged. Kunai'd up. And that's with one shot, one kill. It doesn't quite kill him, but still killed him fairly quick. That was with the binary version there. Zero's pretty potent with weapons that can, get critical hits out of deception there. It looked like we were able to kill him. I'm actually using the non-binary version of it now because I think it's more accurate with Two Fang going, and I like that a little bit better. Let this guy go ahead and blow himself up. Like I said, I had never really seen the Rubi used as an actual shooting weapon, so I figured it'd be an interesting test. Obviously, it should be able to heal us, even through damage over time, because at overpower level 8, you're dealing so much more damage than you have health, basically. So the Moxxie weapons, even the ones that aren't the super high healing ones, but the Rubi is actually the second highest healing percentage, so obviously it's going to heal us up, even with just its own damage, or Kunai's damage, whatever it may be. And so in that regard, with this pistol, we can definitely stand in the pocket a little bit more and try to get good one-shot, one-kills like that by being in the fray. And then as the rest of the guys attack us and everything, we'll be alright there. So this weapon's okay. It's not as powerful as some other pistols I know could be, but, I mean, we're still getting kills with it. We have a super badass around the corner here, so we'll see how that goes. Probably use the binary version for this, I guess. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out. I am using points and velocity. Obviously, we're not using the Pimpernel for much more than a slag accessory or a way to slag. So, obviously, I figured might as well benefit from velocity, especially now that there's a new hotfix out that boosted a little bit more to how it should be, basically. There used to be a problem with it, but they have fixed that. I have to commend Gearbox on the continued support for Borderlands 2 way after the game, has been out and everything. So we got into some trouble there with the super badass loader. What I'm seeing with this weapon is that, yeah, it's not a very quick killer. One thing it is, though, is a killer. It's killing things. But also it is a huge asset to your survivability. Just using strictly this weapon, I'm able to kind of stand nearer to enemies, not take cover as quickly, and just continue to get shots with this guy. And since Corrosive has a pretty long damage over time duration, it's really kind of keeping me up. But with proper conditions, even here at overpower level 8, I have been able to get some one-shot kills out of deception. That time we didn't get it, but have gotten a couple, so that's good stuff. Regardless, it's killing pretty quickly. Using the Legendary Killer build with points in Two Fang has definitely helped its fire rate and everything. It's one of the bigger problems with the weapon, I would say, is the fire rate. But, Zero can kind of make up for it. Cool, got a one-hit kill on that guy at the very end of Deception. And then we're able to kill that guy as well. Not really going to try to kill the exploders here. I don't really see that as a need, but interesting to see that you can, hit some good targets at range and everything with it. And obviously it takes like one shot to heal you back up. So that's interesting about the Rubi. It really takes one shot to get your health back above health gate. assuming you don't have your health inflated to some ridiculously high number. And with Kunai, obviously, it's going to heal me as well. So, that's pretty good. Probably with Maya, Phase Lock with this would get you your health back as well. Not that Maya really needs that much more help tanking. She is pretty tanky herself without the Ruby. Ruby probably be a little bit overkill in that situation, really. Weird to get 3 R loaders at the exact same time like that, but we can deal with it. With this weapon, being kind of a slow shooting pistol, definitely feel better setting up my shots and, you know, going for it in a semi strategical manner. So that's good. You can see there, like I said, it was keeping me well above health gate. With an enemy with an especially fast fire rate, that might not be the case, but we weren't fighting those there, so that was good. Alright. So we'll want to knock this guy's arm off if we can. And luckily the Ruby is more than accurate enough to do that. I've been kind of favoring the potent version over the binary version. We'll switch on over to the binary version here. That's actually working a little bit better.
The true world revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to
Cool. Alright, so we'll continue here. Able to just kind of stand toe-to-toe with a super badass there because the Ruby's going to heal us up, basically. Got another super badass here that needs some special treatment. Still got that exploder, too. That was good. Really didn't want to get my shield taken down there. Probably could have made it, but better safe than sorry, so that was good. Unfortunately, this guy wasn't slagged. Definitely need the critical hits with this weapon. It's not incredibly potent as a killer. But if you get the critical hits, you can actually kill things with it. So, that's good. Luckily, Zero makes you fairly accurate with it if you use points and precision. So, can get those critical hits fairly easily. Helps if enemies are slagged, though, or actually get slagged by a perfect Malawan slag transfusion grenade. It's weird to me that the perfect Malawan grenade isn't a 100% chance to slag. Obviously, I know the healing is a huge added benefit, but it seems like a Malawan grenade, the company that specializes in elementals, would have a 100% chance to slag. And usually it's pretty good, but sometimes it's not, and that's weird. Alright, got another one dead there. There we go. Kind of on a roll now. I've said it before, but Zero is a very momentum-based character. Once you kind of get your footing going in an area, then you can keep going. But sometimes it's hard to get started, and if the enemies get the upper hand, it's really hard to turn the tide sometimes. Luckily, with the power of the Ruby, we were able to do that. So that's good. Have the potential for some bore action here, but I ran out of slag grenades, so I couldn't slag that R loader back there, so I didn't try too hard for that. There we go. Hopefully that slagged him. Obviously it didn't, but we'll kill him nonetheless. Okay. Doing fine on ammo consumption, even using the binary one periodically, so that's a good thing. Alright. Doing well. Alright, so we're pretty much through this now. We'll kill this one, and then the next one, and and then we'll get into Pervy's lair after buying a few more grenades. We can see that the weapon isn't incredibly quick to kill enemies. One thing it is, though, is very hardy. When you're using that weapon, you should feel pretty safe because it's not necessarily a catch-all, or a cure-all, but it is pretty damn close. I mean, short of the grog nozzle, it's, you know, one of the closest you'll get. Okay. So I would say no, the Ruby doesn't suck as a killing weapon, or as a traditional gun. It's not as quick at killing as some other weapons, but obviously you trade that for a huge increase in survivability, a ridiculous increase in survivability. So, I don't know, that's pretty good.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card.
I would say it's a solid weapon. If you're in need of a certain element or whatever during a legitimate playthrough and you find a Ruby that can help you out on level and everything, that's going to be awesome. And even here at Overpower level 8, it is still lethal. So, I would say no, the Ruby definitely does not suck. Obviously, it's great as a melee accessory, but it can even be used effectively as a traditional weapon as well. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.